This craving for novelty is a significant psychological factor at play. For many white men, a black woman represents the ultimate novel sexual experience. In a social context where he is a white man, married to a white woman, amongst his white male friends who are also married to other white women, a beautiful black woman stands out as something new and different. This factor of novelty can be captivating and incredibly alluring. Hey loves, it's Lily Casita here. Come alongside me as we traverse this journey called life, with instruction from the Bible as we endeavor to become women of wisdom, understanding, and skill. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get started. Today's video is an informational heads up about what to expect if you are a black woman in an interracial marriage or considering one at some point in the future. As a black woman married to a white man, you might find yourself on the receiving end of an unusual amount of sexual interest from other white men. Initially, this attention can feel flattering, making you think they genuinely find you altogether desirable. However, this is not the whole story. Much of this attention stems from a quest for novelty rather than genuine interest. The dynamics behind this phenomenon are complex and deeply rooted in psychological factors. By understanding these elements, you can better decode the influx of attention and maintain the integrity of your interracial marriage. Psychological factors. The attention you receive as a black woman married to a white man can often be traced back to a desire for novelty. This desire is frequently mistaken for a pursuit of sexual variety, which is a common theme in discussions about male sexuality. The pornography industry, for instance, thrives on the concept of man's perceived desire for variety, offering endless options to cater to different tastes. Similarly, polygyny, one man married to several women, widely practiced among the kings of the Bible, is often culturally attributed to man's desire for variety. However, the reality is a bit more nuanced. Consider the story of King David. Despite having multiple wives and concubines, David pursued and ultimately committed adultery with Bathsheba, another man's wife. If his pursuit were merely motivated by a desire for variety, his already extensive harem would have sufficed. With at least 7 wives, 15 concubines, and very likely a host of female slaves at his sexual disposal, King David already had ample sexual variety available to him. Yet, he still needed Bathsheba. This indicates that his pursuit was driven by a desire for novelty rather than variety. Bathsheba represented something new and different, a fresh experience that his current sexual arrangements could not provide. This craving for novelty is a significant psychological factor at play. For many white men, a black woman represents the ultimate novel sexual experience. In a social context where he is a white man, married to a white woman, amongst his white male friends who are also married to other white women, a beautiful black woman stands out as something new and different. This factor of novelty can be captivating and incredibly alluring. The fact that you are married to a white man may not serve as a boundary, but rather as an indication that you are open to men of other races, making you an even more intriguing target for white men, inwardly nursing desire for novel sexual experiences. The psychological drive for novelty can be powerful. It is not merely about the physical differences, but also about the perceived exoticism and the thrill of experiencing something outside the norm. This desire for novelty can often override social boundaries and moral considerations, leading to inappropriate advances and nefarious sexual attention. Even if the white man is married, the allure of a black woman can be compelling enough to drive him to pursue her, similarly to how King David was driven to pursue Bathsheba despite the established marriages at play. The allure of novelty can be broken down into several psychological components. Curiosity. Curiosity about what is different and unfamiliar can drive individuals to seek new experiences. A white man might be curious about the cultural, physical, and personal differences that a black woman represents, making her an intriguing and desirable target. Exoticism. The concept of exoticism plays a significant role. The idea that something different from the norm is more exciting and desirable can lead to an increased interest in black women. This exoticism can sometimes be fetishized, reducing a person to their racial or ethnic characteristics rather than valuing them as a whole individual. Social proof. The fact that you are married to a white man can serve as social proof to other white men that you are open to interracial relationships. This can make you an even more attractive target as it lowers perceived barriers and increases the belief that they have a chance with you. Forbidden fruit. The forbidden fruit syndrome can also come into play. The idea that something is off limits can make it more desirable. The fact that you are married and potentially that the pursuer is married as well adds an element of risk and excitement to the pursuit, making it more appealing. Power and control. The pursuit of novelty can also be tied to issues of power and control. By conquering a new and different type of woman, individuals might feel a sense of accomplishment and dominance. This can be particularly true in interracial dynamics, where historical and social power imbalances can play a role. Ego boost. Successfully attracting a Black woman, especially one who is married, can serve as a significant ego boost. It can affirm the pursuer's desirability and ability to attract someone perceived as exotic and different. The dangers of immoral motivations. While this attention might feel flattering, it is essential to recognize that the attention itself and its driving motivations are in fact dangerous. The allure of novelty, driven by curiosity and a desire for exoticism, often leads to immoral actions. This can result in significant emotional and psychological harm, similar to the consequences faced by Bathsheba. Historical context: the story of Bathsheba. Bathsheba's story serves as a stark warning. Her sexual relationship with King David led to the death of her husband Uriah, which, unbeknownst to Bathsheba, was orchestrated by David to cover up his adultery. The aftermath was equally tragic, with the death of their first child and the tarnishing of Bathsheba's name and reputation. The motivations behind David's actions were not rooted in genuine love nor respect, but in a selfish desire for a new and exciting sexual experience, even if it meant the transgressing of marital boundaries. David's desire for Bathsheba was not about finding another woman to add to his harem of women. It was about the thrill of the forbidden and the new. This pursuit of novelty had devastating consequences, not just for Uriah, who lost his life, but also for Bathsheba, who endured immense suffering and loss. Her life was forever altered by the actions driven by David's immoral motivations. While this abundant attention from white men might feel flattering, it is essential to recognize that its motivations can be dangerous. The motivations behind such actions are not based on respect or sincere interest, but can lead to manipulation, emotional distress, and a destructive impact on relationships and reputations. Should you give in to this attention, it perpetuates the harmful stereotype of the loose Black woman. This stereotype not only devalues you, but also impacts the broader perception of Black women, reinforcing negative and damaging cultural narratives. Additionally, engaging in such relationships sets you up as an easy scapegoat in the broader white community. If discovered, these kinds of white men will return to their white wives having made you a convenient scapegoat while they sidestep the consequences of their actions. Blamed and shamed, they will leave you to bear the brunt of the fallout, just as the woman caught in adultery was to be stoned to death, and not even her adulterous partner came to her aid. Only Jesus. John 8:3-11. Rest assured, the white man will typically not be regarded as the faithless, lust-driven pursuer, but rather as a helpless victim of the sexual wiles of the Black harlot. This harmful narrative absolves him of responsibility and places undue blame on the Black woman, further entrenching damaging stereotypes. Contemporary implications. When white men pursue Black women adulterously out of a quest for novelty, the potential for harm is substantial. The attention can lead to manipulation, emotional distress, and a destructive impact on relationships and reputations. Emotional manipulation. Men driven by a desire for novelty may use charm and flattery to manipulate their target, making her believe in the sincerity of their interest. This can lead to emotional confusion and distress, when the true motives are revealed, usually when consequences begin to come into play. Relationship strain. The attention from other men can strain your marriage, creating tension and distrust between you and your husband. This can lead to conflicts and misunderstandings that damage the foundation of your relationship. Reputational damage. Engaging with men other than your husband, even if you got there by deceit and trickery, will harm your reputation. This will negatively impact your social standing and your personal relationships, which may never be able to recover. He who commits adultery lacks sense. He who does it destroys himself. He will get wounds and dishonor, and his disgrace will not be wiped away. Proverbs 6:32-33. Ethical compromise. Entertaining or even relishing in advances from charming men with flattering lips can lead to ethical compromises, challenging your values and principles. It is important to stay true to the Lord, your husband, yourself, and your principles, and avoid situations that even tempt you to compromise your integrity. Eve and deception. The story of Eve in the Garden of Eden offers a powerful parallel. Eve was deceived by the serpent, leading to dire consequences. Similarly, if you are unaware of the true nature of this kind of sexual attention and are subsequently deceived, there is a real opportunity for painful failure. The Bible advises us to be as innocent as doves, but wise as serpents. Matthew 10:16. This wisdom is crucial in recognizing and navigating the deceptive nature of sexual attention from other white men while navigating an interracial marriage. Being a Black woman married to a white man can come with its unique set of challenges, including treacherous desire from other white men, driven by a quest for novelty. With understanding and insight, you can better maneuver around underlying dynamics and by employing strategies to navigate these situations. Protect your marriage and preserve your well-being. Remember, your first and foremost love is to the Lord, and He is more than deserving of your obedience. Secondly, your commitment to your husband is about love and longevity and making it until death do you part. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For more uplifting content, resources, and to join our community, visit our website at lilycusita.com. Stay blessed and see you in the next video.